welcome you here to a big night of fights. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside my ringside partner, Teddy Atlas. Looking forward to all the action today, and we're just about set for it.
Fighting out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Bad Intentions, Ruiz. And his opponents, fighting out of the blue corner, Jones Jr.
All right, guys, remember this. Obey my commands at all times. Now let's have a good, clean fight.
When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number one. Teddy, most of the fighters that you train throughout your career are guys that could be described as this, guys that really will bring it and are able to do it throughout the whole fight and go the distance. What's the mental makeup of a guy like that?
Confidence. He's been there before. He's sure that he can do it.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. How about that counter shot to the head? A crafty counter punch after a fine defensive effort by Jones. Wow! That's a gut-buster counter shot. Nothing there on the punch by Ruiz. And in round number one, you already get the sense that they have no intentions of this fight going the distance. Halfway through round number one. We sit back week after week and we think about what kind of fight are we getting. You tell me, what kind of fight are we getting here?
I think it's going to be a distance fight. I mean, look, anything could happen. You could get guys banging heads in the first round. Nobody expects that. But what we do expect is smart boxing. And usually with smart boxing that we're going to have here, usually that means you go in the distance.
Eddie, if you could only pick out a few characteristics for a fighter and apply them to them, what would they be?
Well, I think first of all would be the ability to overcome and the ability to be dependable. Everyone looks at the neon things, the speed, the power, they're tangible. We feel comfortable with those things. We can grab onto those things. But what about the talent of somebody being able to make a choice, a hard choice, in a very dark place?
There it is! Oh, he just did a big uppercut right there. He had no idea it was coming his way. He does not look good at all. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. Ten clicks of the talk. Good defensive skill. The end of the round has arrived. And now an opportunity for the trainer here to get his hands on his guy. His guy just got tagged pretty good there. And when he looks into his eyes, what is he looking for?
Well, first of all, he's looking to see whether or not his guy is still there. You know, he got stunned pretty good. And then what he has to do is make sure his guy is listening to him and telling him, hey, look, you got caught. You've been caught before. This is the way we can fix it. This is what you got to do to correct things.
Good block there by Ruiz. You've used that description, stubborn, driven, single-minded focusedness for Jones Jr. How much does that point to his success that he's had?
Probably 75% of it, because the physical abilities, a lot of people have comparable physical abilities, sometimes even better than guys that get to a higher place. but mentally, emotionally, character-wise, you have it or you don't have it. He has it.
Let's see some more head movement. Get out of the way.
Very nice work with the double jab up top. Combination to the head. He missed with that headshot. Roy Jones Jr. showing some defense with the block. Devastating blow by Roy Jones. Blocks away that headshot. That's a tried and true method that works out very well. The counterpunch landing by Ruiz. Teddy, I know he's up on the scorecards. He's got to be up on the scorecards, but he is getting really pushed here.
Yeah, he is. You know, this is a development fight. This is a fight where you come out of it and you get better. That doesn't happen all the time. Sometimes you just get another W. He is learning.
10 seconds to go in this round. Very clean offense from defense by Ruiz. Coming to the end of this round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, a round like that where it's a lot of busy activity and both guys being busy. When you were a trainer, are those the kind of rounds that you prefer, or do you like the pace to be a little slower? Does it depend on each guy?
No, if I have a fight, I'd rather have a guy fighting a guy that you never see him. Leave me the heck alone. And where I'm in control all the time. But the fans love to see a fight like that.
Well-placed counterpunch by Roy Jones. Well, we told you it could be this kind of fight, and as advertised thus far. Accurate counterpunch by Ruiz. Roy Jones Jr. from Pensacola, Florida, where he grew up. A little bit of a country life out there, and he likes his fighting Gamecocks.
Yes, he does. And, you know, as crazy as this may sound, he says he learned something from them. He watches them fight, and he takes little moves and little tricks. One thing about Roy Jones, he is unorthodox in his approach.
Well-placed counterpunch by Ruiz. How is he taking these kind of shots and just dismissing them? What a chin on this guy.
Yeah, well, what a neck on him. Look at that neck. I mean, it's about 19 inches. That is the shock absorber. But the rest of it is he's seeing it. He has good vision. He sees the shots coming, and he's making up in his mind they're not taking him anywhere.
Tried and true method that works out very well. The counterpunch landing by Roy Jones. A crafty counterpunch after a fine defensive effort by Roy Jones. Nice job to land that counterpunch and getting away from one of his own by Ruiz. Ruiz's favorite punch is the jab, and tonight he's loving it.
Well, the jab is the table setter, Joe, and he set a beautiful table tonight. Napkin on the left, you know, small fork on the left, knife on the right, and the food right in the middle. And he's eating all night.
You taking some English etiquette classes?
You getting hungry?
this round comes to an end, a round that was highly entertaining. They put forth a non-stop effort.
Well, that's the styles that they figured to bring to this fight. Both guys with good motors.
See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Roy Jones Jr. Good scoring counterpunch by Ruiz. Good counter by Roy Jones. Very nice work from both men. They each got a shot in. Nice combination by Roy Jones. Blocks that belt line well. Back and forth they go, each man getting the best of it. Good block by Ruiz. I've heard people say about Roy Jones Jr., no matter what sport he was going to apply himself to, he was going to be a pro. He was going to be successful. If he played football, this is a guy that could have been a great defensive back. If he had taken on baseball at a young age, he would have made the major leagues. We know what he would have done in basketball. He's an accomplished basketball player as it is. You agree with that?
Well, to a certain extent, I do, because obviously he has good athletic genes. He is an athlete. He's a guy that possesses really tremendous physical abilities. But his temperament, he's a guy who's confident, he's a guy that's stubborn, a guy that wants to prove you wrong and make himself right. He's a guy who's really determined to get his way.
10 seconds to go in the fourth. Nice job to land that counterpunch and getting away from one of his own by Roy Jones. He just missed that shot up top. Round comes to an end. And that's one of those rounds, Teddy, that just takes on a certain style, a certain characteristic. And that was a busy one.
Yeah, it was a busy one. Look, Joe, you don't have to look for these guys. They're right there in front of you.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think sometimes you just get those rounds where it all happens?
Because of styles. You know, styles make fights. In this case, you're seeing proof of that right there. Both guys that are aggressive, both guys that are very confident.
As another round gets underway, it gets us thinking, how much more of this will we see? Hard to envision this fight going the distance with how lopsided it's been. Ruiz is doing really well on the outside. Teddy, I think the fans sometimes don't appreciate it, but what he's doing right now on the outside is very smart.
Well, this is a sweet science, Joe, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's understanding where he needs to be, and he's controlling that dimension.
Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. They are bringing out the best in each other. I mean, you can just tell when they meet up in the middle of this ring, they're bringing out the best in each other. And yet another right hand lands. Able to show you his blocking ability. What a great round. 2 minutes in, 60 seconds to go. Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great shins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
Not able to land the headshot. We just have not seen the big shots from this guy. He is not throwing the power punches, Teddy. What would you say to him?
Well, first of all, I would say to him, what do you think, that he's going to make a deal with you? If you don't hit him hard, he won't hit you hard? No, it doesn't work like that, my friend. He's going to get confidence now. He's going to take advantage of this.
The action starts up again, but it's only favored one man. Hard to see this fight going the distance based on what we've witnessed so far. Parries that punch away. Good defensive skill. Good work doubling up that jab by Ruiz. Ruiz is making for a trainer's dream right now. Picking his shots, Teddy. Selecting when, where, and being very accurate.
Yeah, the old timers would say he's a real sharpshooter. That's exactly what he's doing. He's not missing much.
Ruiz is staying away from trouble. He's out there on the outside. Every gym's got one of those double-ended backs, right? They give you the movement. You got to hit that moving target, work on your accuracy. He's making it so that his opponent never had to work on one, Teddy. He's just sitting right there, right in front. No head movement whatsoever.
No, not at all. He didn't have one in his gym, that's for sure, because he just does not know how to move his head. The old timers would say he gets insulted if you miss him.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Jones Jr. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Neither man slowing down as we have 60 seconds to go in this round. Well-placed counterpunch by Jones. Teddy, you know what I'm so impressed by? Obviously, the pace of this fight is just ridiculous. But how hungry these guys are. How badly each guy wants it.
So this is the kind of fight that it has nothing to do about money. It has everything to do about legacy. How they're going to be remembered.
Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. And we are underway with the second half of this fight. Good defensive skill with the block by bad intentions. Accurate counter punch by Ruiz. Ruiz's opponent has to find a way to close that gap. He can't just let him control this fight from the outside.
And the way he's got to do it is, first of all, get to the starting gate. He's not getting to the starting gate. You know, his opponent stepping away from him, step up into the right position a little bit, bring your feet forward, and then use that jab to come in. And make sure you take steps. Don't lunge. Walk your way in behind that jab.
A crafty counterpunch after a fine defensive effort by Jones. Good job by drawing in his opponent and then landing the counterpunch by Jones. Good scoring counterpunch by Jones. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Nothing there on the punch by Ruiz. Ruiz is whiffing there. A big, wide, sweeping shot. I mean, perfect to counter against.
Yes, it is, and you know it's only a matter of time. You know, that goes into the old computer, the old brain, where the guy remembers that, and the next time he's going to capitalize on it.
What a fight. What a great, great, non-stop action fight this has been. Ruiz is being smart on the outside. That punch intended for the head. Roy able to block that punch. Well-placed counter punch by Jones. This has been a very entertaining fight. A little time to reflect here at the end of this round. My thoughts being this: I would really be surprised if we go to a decision here. It just has that kind of feel to it.
Yeah, it has a feel to me like going to one of those places where you can eat all the pasta you can for one price, you know? And some guys get carried away. They eat about 5 bowls. Well, these guys, they're going to have a stomachache at the end. Somebody is going to wind up not standing at the end.
Good block there by Jones. Good scoring counterpunch by Jones. Showing you some defense there with the block. Shot returning fire. Wow! Jones Jr.'s in a bad spot right now. He's been stunned.
Come on, guys, punch it out. Punch it out, no holding.
we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. Good way to protect the midsection. Punches and bunches, combination up top. Devastating blow by Jones. Coming to the end of this round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, a round like that where it's a lot of busy activity and both guys being busy. When you were a trainer, are those the kind of rounds that you prefer, or do you like the pace to be a little slower? Does it depend on each guy?
No, if I have a...
There it is! Jones Jr.'s been stunned.
Come on now.
Well, that's the classic wet noodle foundation right there. He's on wobbly legs.
Yeah, and it's not al dente. It's really, really wet noodles.
Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Tried and true method. Holy cow! Jones Jr.'s in a bad spot right now. He's been stunned. Oh, he got to Roy, and Roy's tying up.
And now Roy does not have what he had before, where it was all his way. Now he has to show a little creativeness. Creativeness not offensively, but defensively.
Oh, an explosive headshot there. He is down. Stopping this fight. Ruiz has got the win by way of knockout. He put his man down, and the 10 count was administered.
Knockouts, your winner, batting tensions, Ruiz.
Ruiz is your winner by knockout, Teddy.
Well, we came in wondering whether or not his opponent had a good chin. We found out.
Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time ringside.